everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Cavanaugh's Corner. Today on the show, I'm going to be talking about a movie I've been waiting for quite a while now, and it's Black Panther, the new Marvel Studios film, starring Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan, and a cast of others, Andy Serkis, just countless stars in this. Martin Freeman is in this film. We had a pretty damn good cast in this, and overall, this was an outstanding comic book movie. It is probably the most glaringly different Marvel film as of today, as of right now, I'd say. Ryan Coogler, the director, who also directed Creed, is just at the top of his game in this. He yet again proves that he is an excellent action director, and the action sequences he filmed in this were very competently shot. There's not a lot of shaky cam. Everything is very, very well filmed, and I think the movie's cinematography is really something to applaud here. It's one of the better looking Marvel movies, and I think overall the action throughout the film was very satisfying. And there was a lot of real badass moments. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by that. You know, every comic book movie has that moment where the comic book hero gets to show off how really badass he is. There's probably about 4 or 5 scenes in this movie where he can do that. And let me tell you, Black Panther is an awesome superhero. And I will say this film does a really good job of fleshing out his emotional backstory as well as his internal conflict, and that really does come to a head in this film. Now, I'm not going to really give away much in terms of plot, but I will say in a nutshell, Black Panther is about T'Challa. His father dies in the Civil War film. Angela Bassett plays his mother here, the Queen, and he basically becomes the new king of Wakanda. Wakanda is the fictional country of in Africa, I should say. And Wakanda is this very high-tech, thriving country, and they've been hidden away from the world for many years. And there's a lot of conflict in this film about whether the Wakandans should help the rest of the world, should they spread their knowledge, should they spread their wealth with the rest of the world, and that's something that kind of plays into the film's plot. Basically, as T'Challa becomes king, there is this outsider that comes about that is played by Michael B. Jordan, and Jordan here is one of the best villains in any Marvel film to date. He is outstanding in this, and he's so outstanding because you understand his backstory. You get why he is the way he is. He's not going about things the right way, obviously, because he's the villain, but you understand where he's coming from, and I think that's what makes his character so damn interesting in this. And he really did a phenomenal job. He may be, honestly, the best performance in the film, which is saying a lot, because there's a lot of really good performances in this movie. I think the costumes in this as well were incredible, maybe some of the best in all of the Marvel films. I thought that they were very evocative, and I thought that the music was also a part of that, and it really does a great job of all blending together to give this seamless experience. And it was just a very overwhelmingly entertaining film. I really enjoyed Black Panther. I thought the story as well was very well paced. There is kind of a purposeful lull, I think, between that second and third act, and I can see how that would bother a lot of people, but I really enjoyed it. It actually gave the movie a minute to breathe, and I enjoyed it. Overall, I thought Black Panther was a phenomenal film. The only real nitpick that I can give to this film is that the finale, even though it was very action-packed, the CGI kind of sucked at times, and that's really hard for me to say because these movies have this extraordinary budget, and I mean, ILM did the special effects in this movie. Industrial Light and Magic, that's Lucasfilm's company, and they did the special effects, and they did a lot of the special effects in this film, and I was very surprised to see that there was some pretty janky CGI in certain parts of the film, especially the ending. Very strange for a Marvel film, because usually they go all out for the finales, but this one here had kind of some janky CGI that I wasn't too crazy about. But again, that's a very small nitpick in comparison to the rest of the film. I thought Black Panther was a hell of a ride. I loved every minute of it. I thought it was a very, very, very evocative film. And I also think that it's one of the few superhero movies of the past couple years that I really left the theater feeling good about humanity as a whole and just how much we can get done if we all work together. I think that's a wonderful message. And I'm giving Black Panther a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was an excellent film. And I can't wait for Avengers Infinity War. That's going to be... Oh, man. Stick around till after the credits for this one because there's a really nice little tease for that. I'm very excited for that. But until next time, I'm Andrew Cavanaugh. Thank you for coming back to Cavanaugh's Corner. Take it easy.